If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Hey, girl, hey. Happy Sunday, and welcome to Pages2Podcast on the Bad Mom Fitness channel. I am Coach, where girl, let me get it together because I've shot this a million times. I'm not doing it again. Where we talk all things mental health, motherhood, and manifestation. I'm Coach Mo, and I am so happy that you decided to be here. You could be anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me, and I'm very grateful. Now, I'm coming to you from my bed today because I have decided this year that I was going to be very radically serious about my Sunday rest days. And I wanted to do a whole setup, you guys, but we just gonna do it from the bed today because it is, what time is it, y'all? Like 8 something, and my kids have not bothered me yet. We're gonna take advantage of this, okay? And that's not to say that they're not gonna bust up in here during our talk, but for now, we got peace and quiet. And as a mom, we got to take advantage. So today's book I'm really excited about. And maybe I should back up because this is our first Pages to Podcast. I started it a while ago and stopped because of my inconsistency issues. But now that I don't have those anymore, I'm excited to continue. Pages to Podcast is a podcast where I take different books, different essays, articles, anything that's on a page, and I bring it to you because we are all living so fast sometimes, and sometimes we just don't have time to read. But as an avid reader, I got your back, girl. So this first book I'm very excited about. I was at a conference in Chicago. Shout out my hometown. And there were these books all over the table. And as a book nerd, I was very excited. So I rushed to grab one. And when I picked it up, I just almost fell out of my chair because it is exactly the kind of thing that I would want to pick up. It's called The Big Ask, 21 Keys to Get Everything You Desire and Deserve by Lucinda Cross. And I was even more excited because Lucinda Cross was in the building that day and she signed my copy. And what she said made me even more excited. She said, Mo, this is your time. And baby, yes, it is. Very much. Yes, it is. So without further ado, because I don't want this video to be too long, let's get into it. Lucinda starts out strong in her introduction with, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. And baby, I would love for you to go ahead and put that on repeat, rewind, listen to that again, because really that is everything when it comes to manifestation. Now, chapter 1 is get your ask together. Love that. And she starts with a quote by Carl Jung. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Yeah. Carl was always deep. And we're going to get further into looking inside of ourselves throughout the Page to Podcast series. So make sure you stay with me. Okay, first thing. Some people share that they find it difficult to say what they want and much easier to say what they don't. The first step then is clearly answering the question, what do you want? As objectively and specifically as you can. Now, I've been guilty of being a negative Nancy before, just complaining, going down the rabbit hole of complaint. But if you're only ever focusing on the things you don't want, guess what? That's what's coming to you. And nobody wants that. So it is important to get very clear on the things that you do want. So we're going to write it down, make it clearer, look at it, consider it, reflect on it, leave it, and come back to it. And eventually settle on it. In that order, baby. If you're one of those people who knows what you don't want, start working on the opposite and see if that gives you some ideas on what you do want. I'm constantly asking my clients questions like, how much do you want to make next year? Be specific. Or how many clients do you want in the next 90 days? Be specific. It is absolutely crucial that you know how much you want to make 6 months or a year from now. You need to write the number down on a piece of paper and put it up where you can see it every day. Now, baby, I'm the queen of vision boards. I have a vision board a month, and I keep it actually on my screensaver. But you can do any, like she said, it's as simple as writing down the number you want to make a month and posting it on your mirror. Write on your mirror in a little dry erase marker. But it is so important for you to write down what you want because that gives you clarity and it tells the universe that you're serious and gives it a direction to go. The universe, baby, God is our bestie, our father, loves us down to our dirty draws. So it's not that the universe is out to get you. It's that you don't know what you want. So the universe just gives you everything that you're complaining about. So you are the catalyst. I won't call you the problem, sis. If you have trouble creating big, important goals, you may be suffering from fear of dreaming. That comes with the fear of failure. Successful people ask a lot. Successful people dream a lot. Successful people fail a lot because they try a lot of different things until they find what works. So let's say you know what you want. What's stopping you from having what you want now? And she gives us a list of 8 things that may be stopping us. I am afraid of failure. I am too busy. I am afraid of how the change will affect my life. I am not willing to risk blank. I do not know how to get it. I'm not good at doing what needs to be done. I cannot afford it. I will get it after I do blank. And I would like to add, I am inconsistent because that's a big reason a lot of us don't have what we want. Getting what you want is a process. Start by getting clear about what you want. We just talked about that. Write it down. It may take multiple times of writing stuff down for you to get clear on what you want, and that's okay. And what you want can always change. Creating a plan to get from where you are to where you want to be. Now, you can create a plan all day. I always pray for guidance when it comes to my plans. I definitely always want to be led by the Lord. But you also want to be very open to how your wants come about. I used to be so strict and stringent about how it was going to happen, but that blocks opportunities that you may not have even thought about. Developing practices that will address the things that are stopping you and will produce the results you want. Okay, now she says this is the fun part. You have dealt with being honest with yourself and understanding exactly what you don't want. Now it's time to focus in on what you do want. Allow yourself to be okay with wanting what you want. Think big. Think bigger than you have ever thought before. Dream the big dream. How exhilarating is that? Even if it's for a moment or two. Allow yourself to imagine that it could happen. You, yes, you girl, you are worthy and deserving of all good things. You are worthy and deserving of all good things. Start writing a list today. Focus on that list. Feel good about it. Get really excited about it. It is that kind of energy that puts the law of attraction in motion. You deserve to have what you want. Now start to make it happen. And baby, that is such a word. So this week, I really want you guys to focus on getting very clear on what you want. And here comes my little one. Creating a plan on how to get it and just starting on that plan. Look at my last 2 posts. Wednesday was a mess. I did not have my equipment. I do have it today. Um, I didn't have a fancy background, a beautiful setup. Today I'm coming to you from my bed. But I was very determined that I was going to start regardless. So start with me, girl. I would love for you to drop in the comments what is something you really want, or just say think big if you're dream big if you're going to get started. And girl, I think my crazy self turned my microphone off at this point. So here I am just saying thank you so much for being here, taking time out on your Sunday to hear what I had to say. And I hope to see you at the next Pages2Podcast. And I hope to see you on Wednesday at Workout Wednesday. So thank you again so much and have a beautiful, happy Sunday.